soul with it. Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? D. Allen Ricks coming to you live with yet another video, and I want to talk about the Golden State Warriors. For some reason, people believe that the Golden State Warriors can't be beat. They think that the Golden State Warriors is just this invincible, unstoppable team, but really is mental. I think that they're a great team, and I was like an advocate for Kevin Durant joining the Warriors um, a year ago. I was the one who predicted that Kevin Durant would join the Warriors. A lot of people didn't think that he would leave OKC. I had videos making that prediction, but anyway, there's teams out there that could beat the Golden State Warriors in a 7-game series. A lot of people just don't think that they could be beat. And there's teams out there. You just have to pretty much beat them at their own game. And people look at it's a lot of people don't understand it's matchups. It's a lot of it's matchups that you have to deal with, and there are certain ways where you have to. I watched a film with Kobe Bryant, and he was just talking about how you can't stop the best players. All you can do is limit them. Like Kevin Durant can give you 38, but your goal is to try to limit him to at least 25 or 24, anywhere between 25, 24, or 23 points to make the team ineffective. And there's certain ways, like I believe that as far as like beating the Golden State Warriors, it's certain ways and certain tactics that you have to go about to beating them. As far as like you look at Steph Curry, you see that Steph Curry, he's going to get his shot off, and he's going to be very creative, and he's going to score a lot of points. But your goal is to limit him, and we see that one of his weaknesses. You got to try to find a team's weakness. With the Golden State Warriors, we look at Steph Curry's weakness. One of his weaknesses is getting beat up, like people just grabbing on him and pushing him around. It gets to his head mentally. Klay Thompson, when you look at Klay Thompson is a great player, but he's not consistent. He's not going to give you 20-something points or 30-something points every night. He might go all out, give you have a 30-point game, but then the rest of the games he might give you 16, 17, then 20 he go in a stretch where he scored 20, and then he go back to scoring 16. It's certain ways where you can figure out how to exploit that. Kevin Durant, LeBron James is a great defender. If you put LeBron James on Kevin Durant and you stop Steph Curry, you will force Draymond Green and Klay Thompson to beat you. Another key is, I believe, is having a bench. You got to have a solid bench that can come in there and, look who they have on their bench. They have, Sean Livingston, Nick Young, JaVale McGee. A lot of these guys know their role, and they're just pieces that when they come in, they can give Steph and Kevin Durant and all these guys a lot of minutes, a lot of rest. So the Golden State Warriors can be beaten. I think that a team like the Timberwolves, if they added like Kyrie Irving and beef up their bench a little bit, they would be a huge threat to the Golden State Warriors. I believe that the San Antonio Spurs is a threat to the Golden State Warriors because they play the same brand of basketball. As far as like who else, the Clippers are still a threat. People really overlook the Clippers, but I think the Clippers are still going to be a great team. The Houston Rockets just got 10 times better because Chris Paul is a great defender, and he don't get a lot of credit for his mentality and how he approached the game defensively. And he's going to really help them. He's going to move the ball around. He's going to facilitate. He's going to get others involved. And Mike D'Antoni is going to get the best out of him, in terms of, him playing the point guard and just getting the ball to move around and move at an up-tempo pace. and he's going to get James Harden a lot of good looks. He's going to get that team a lot of good looks. Trevor Ariza is still a solid defender. I think they should have, tried to push for keeping Patrick Beverly. But the Houston Rockets are going to be a great team. So, like I said, they could be beaten. I'm not sure if LeBron James would. People keep saying that, oh, Kyrie Irving, is going to go somewhere. He's not even going to be a champion. Well, I mean, I don't. If LeBron James mentally don't get to where he needs to be, then he's going to have a problem trying to get to the finals. The question is, can he get to the finals without Kyrie Irving? If I'm Kyrie Irving, I'd rather, we heard LeBron James say this before. I'd rather just go to the playoffs and lose in the playoffs than to go to the finals and keep messing up your finals record. And who's going to close? If Kyrie Irving's gone, who's going to close for the Cleveland Cavaliers? LeBron James has had a history of not being able to finish before he left Cleveland and after. So, the question is that team, the Cleveland Cavaliers, do they have like enough pieces that could help them, beat the Golden State Warriors? And we're going to see how great the King is. We're going to see how great LeBron James is. Since he makes everybody around him better than what they are. And he took the Cleveland Cavaliers in 2005, 2007, one of them to the NBA Finals alone. So we're gonna see how he work his magic this time, But like I said, there's ways that you could beat Golden State Warriors. I think that Draymond Green is a great defender, but at the same time, I would make him. If you make him beat you, then you have to, like I said, you have to make him beat you. If you limit Kevin Durant and you limit Steph Curry, then you got to force other players to beat you. Ball movement, and being able to keep up with them as far as like the tempo and get after it defensively. That's how you beat the Golden State Warriors. It's not easy, but, it's a challenge. But anyway, y'all get in that comment box, like, share, subscribe. I'm out.
Look, straight from the soul with it.